Hi, this is Bill Hartzer, and this is the Digital Marketing Podcast with Bill Hartzer for April 29th, 2021. And today I'm going to talk a little bit about videos, doing some optimization, and a couple of different options here for actually doing some video optimization. And I've talked a little bit before about optimizing videos and so forth, and there's a lot of SEO, things that you can do. But there's a new feature. There's a feature that I think that is starting to show up in the search results, and I've noticed it a little bit more often. I'm going to give you an example in particular, and if you're listening, you'll probably have to just listen through and on the podcast. I am doing this on video, and all my videos and all my podcasts actually. So all my podcasts are actually also videos that I put on the YouTube channel. So if you are listening on maybe desktop or something, you might want to go actually and see the video and do it that way and subscribe that way. But regardless, I think there's some good information here that that you can listen to and gain from this. So that said, I'm going to share my screen and here move a few things out of the way. And so this is we're looking right now at the Google search results, and in this particular case, this is a B2B, business to business type of search query. Steam as a service. And this is a good example because it's a B2B keyword phrase, and there's not a lot of searches for this per month. So it's interesting that this feature in Google is showing up on desktop, and typically it shows up on the search results for mobile, but and they rolled this out maybe in 2019 or so for mobile, and then now we're seeing it on the desktop search results. And so it's something you probably want to add to your videos. So Steam as a service, we have here the search results, and this is interesting because the first search result is obviously a Google ad. Second result is what we call a featured snippet. So this featured snippet in particular is interesting because this company is actually Cloaking, and which is against Google's guidelines. Meaning that when you click on the search result, which is a featured search result, you actually are redirected to another page, and that is against Google's guidelines. When you click on this result, we as visitors, we expect to go to the page that we click on. We don't expect to be taken to some other page. I investigated this in particular, and that page still exists, but they decided to do something weird. And by weird, I mean adding some code that takes people to the homepage when you click on it. And again, it's highly against Google's guidelines, and they could actually, for Cloaking, they probably get a manual action, and the whole site will be penalized as a result. So you probably don't want to do that. But we scroll down the search results, though. We'll see. We have a few search results for Steam as a service. Then we have some videos. The first video actually is from Mira America Company Limited, and uploaded back in January 2020. So, but what you see, Google is actually showing a blue box, which is pretty big, pretty prominent. And the fact is, and right under the video, it says 5 key moments in this video. And what it shows is 5 different excerpts, if you will, or 5 different moments in the video as they describe it. 29 seconds in, 1 minute and 49 seconds, 2 minutes and 5 seconds, and so forth. Okay, in the video. So you could actually click on that and it would bring you right to that point in the video. Now, I started to investigate fairly recently, how this particular company or this video got this snippet. And it's interesting is because, or this call out. Now, if you notice that there's two more videos here, and the box is not large. It's just, there's also for these others 3 key moments in this video, and for this one, and there's also 4 key moments in this particular video. But like I said, Google actually makes this larger. So the users are, would tend to click on this particular video, most likely, probably more, even because they have this call out. Since these other ones have it, these other videos might be more relevant. But again, people may probably click on this because it's called out and has this blue box. Now, if we look particular at the video itself, okay. Now, normally if you want to get these particular, call outs, key moments in the video, you would do what I'm going to show you in a minute, which is call out those times and decide for yourself, okay, what are the key moments and so forth. Now, one of the key moments here, this particular video, is at 2:05. Armstrong is a 5th generation family. Now let's take a note of that, because if we look at this, okay, at 2:05 here, and I turn on the closed cap. They're not getting that phrase from the closed captioning. Let me turn that off. They're actually getting it from text. It appears they're getting it from text that's in the video itself. Okay, that's essentially an overlay in the video. Okay, so that indicates to me right there that shows in particular that Google is probably reading that text in the video, which is pretty interesting to me. Okay, we know Google reads text in images, and we know, for Google My Business, there are, they read that text there in images. But for example, a sign, okay, they'll be able to read the sign in a video, or rather in Google My Business, if you upload a photo of a location or a restaurant and the restaurant sign, they'll be able to read, they do read that text if there is a sign in the video, for example, or in the image, rather. Same thing with the video. This is new to me, but this is kind of proof, if you will, that Google actually reads that. Because the fact that they're not getting it from the description. And normally what they recommend is to do this. When you edit your video, okay, in your video description is to add the key moments, okay? And I've added here, this particular video, I've added 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different key moments. And when I edited it, okay, in particular, when I edited that description, I just put in 2:40 space companies merging and rebranding. That could actually be on the other side. It doesn't matter where that is. But when you save it instantly, becomes a link. And Google or YouTube essentially makes these links and will jump people there. So when this video is then redone, or if Google looks at this video again, that they actually will see those key moments and will actually hopefully get those key moments in there. Okay, so that's how you actually get them, is you edit your description. So from now on, I'm going to actually be doing that in all my videos. And in this particular video itself, as I talk about different subjects for different topics, I'm going to be adding, as I go through and do the transcription and so forth, I'm going to actually be adding these as well to all my videos from now on. I may go back to other videos and do this as well. So that said, also, I want to talk a little bit on another subject that's related, is once you have done that video, I do recommend transcribing it. So, use the company rev.com or something like that, or just transcribing it by listening to it. There's different options for transcription. What I do recommend, though, is transcribing it. And then what I do personally is I do a blog post. So in this case, once this video is recorded, I will transcribe it. I will go through the video and pick out some key moments, and I'll add those key moments. But then when I actually make the blog post with the transcription and a screenshot, okay, of that, it'll actually embed the video in the blog post, and then I'll add video schema. So technicalseo.com has a schema markup generator. Technicalseo.com is by the company Markup. This is actually free. They have a schema markup generator. There's different types of schema code you can add, from an article, blog posting, breadcrumb, FAQ page, and so local business. But let's talk about a video schema. We want to add this. We want to fill this out as much as we can. And then once it's filled out, like I put in the, in that particular case, I put in the name of the video. I put in the all of that text in there. I also actually did add that particular text as well, and put that in the description. And so what happens is, once you fill this out and you put the upload date and you put all this, and everything about the video, it automatically generates a schema markup code. So if you're doing like a blog post in WordPress, you actually just, once you take the embed code from YouTube, put it in the blog post, then right after that, or somewhere in the video, you also want to copy this JavaScript. Okay, and then put that also, I recommend putting it right next to the, or right after the embed video code. That code, okay, this code here that I'm showing here that I have highlighted, is not going to show up it's not going to actually show up in the blog post itself, okay, because it is JavaScript. However, what it'll do is it'll give the search engines more information about the video, and there's more likely that they will pick up on things like the thumbnail, like the upload date, and the description. And it's just best practice to actually add it in there. It probably will help you. And so that's one of the other things that I add. Obviously, when you're adding a video, I try and add a certain number of tags, typically 7 tags. If I'm going after a keyword, rebranding your business, I want that at the beginning of I want it in there. I do want in description, but again, my point here today is to understand that this key moments where you can get these actual call outs are important to add in the description. For some reason, this particular video got those call outs, but I'm not sure where they're coming from. So, but we know, because Google's told us, that you can put them in the description, and that's where they pull them from. So that said, don't have any other particular points I want to make today. However, thanks for listening this afternoon. This is the Digital Marketing Podcast with Bill Hartzer for April 29th, 2021. Thanks again for listening, and we will see you online.